my best friend, I rode with her to the funeral and stuff like that, and she played that song. And, like, it tears me up, you know? And I see aspects of my cousin, like in Brandon and stuff like that, with the way he acts. And that's why I get along with him so well. Because me and my cousin Candy, we used to do, like, ridiculous things. Like, me and her would team up and pick on our little cousin Nisa. Like, we used to somehow get my cousin to, or little cousin to, like, lick our toes and stuff.
What?
Yeah, we were mean.
That's gross. And weird. Let's start a foot fetish.
Ew, foot fetishes are weird. Like, don't king shame, but foot fetishes are weird, y'all. Feet and diapers. Yeah, no. What's the fetish you have, Brandon? I know. Yeah. No, I'm joking. Okay, Ernie, talk. Get off your phone and talk. Time for me to be on my phone.
Wow. You're doing a great time talking there, Michael. Like I said, I don't know.
Oh, fine. We'll just make this episode all about me. Because I'm awesome.
No, me.
No,
it's my time to shine.
You had the last episode.
Just because you have bright orange hair doesn't mean you didn't shine. That's not.
Okay. This is something that I've been wanting to do, and I've told Ernie about, like, episodes that focus around, like, each one of us. You know, we tell our story and stuff like that, and you guys get to meet us. Because, you know, we're in your ears, you know, every week and stuff like that, and we talk about our experiences and stuff like that. But you don't know us.
I'm just sitting here stroking my beard.
Yeah. Like, my name's Michael. You know, I had an interesting childhood. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I was born in Virginia Beach.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Huh. I didn't know that.
I wish. My mom kicked my dad out before I was born. When I was about 6 months old, my grandmother on her side called my grandma that I live with now on my dad's side and stuff like that. My dad did raise me, so and basically was like, "Hey, Vicky doesn't want her son anymore. Do you guys want him?" So they took me in. I moved here to West Virginia, Weston, Jane Lou area. Lived here pretty much my whole entire life. You know, I was born in Virginia Beach, but West Virginia is my home. So I've been here, you know. My dad remarried. Eventually, I was like 7 or 8 when he met my stepmom. She's a wonderful woman. You know, my dad and I have our differences, but things are getting better in that department. But I pretty much lived with my grandma since I turned 18. You know, I've been out on my own and stuff like that. When my grandpa got sick, you know, I moved back in with my grandparents, and you know, I lived with my grandma ever since after my grandpa died. You know, I didn't want to leave my grandma because she depends on me and I depend on her. So, but you know, I did my stint like working in restaurants and stuff like that, and I miss restaurant work. I've done everything from pizza to nice dining and stuff like that. Pizza was probably like my favorite thing to work. You can get so creative with pizzas, but you know, when my grandpa got sick, you know, he got his 64th birthday. He had a heart attack. He got pneumonia from where they put stent in, and they found out that he had lung cancer, and it just spiraled down from there. And he passed away in November of that same year. And just so it's kind of hard, you know. I was talking about my cousin dying in 2012. She was always a year ahead of me in school, and she had some issues and dropped out her senior year, then came back and finished senior year with me, which kind of is funny because my grandma would always say that either I had to skip a grade or Candy had to fail because she didn't want to sit in that hot gym 2 years in a row, and we ended up graduating together. One thing that sucks is we have a younger cousin, Nisa, who me, Candy, and Nisa were, Candy's the oldest. She was born in March of 90. I was born October of 90. And Nisa was born in November 1994. She grew on Thanksgiving. So if Nisa, you're listening, fuck you. She was actually born on Thanksgiving Day. Or well, my aunt's brought her work on Thanksgiving Day. Let's put it that way. Like, right as soon as Grandpa's carving the turkey, there's Nisa. Woohoo!
Whoop whoop! Look at me.
Right. But when when my grandpa was sick, I was working at Tutors in Buchanan, and I found a newspaper that offered free CNA classes. And so I took them, and I was a CNA for a couple years. And then I worked nursing home for a little bit until I left there to stay and help take care of my grandpa. Then I went to work at Sharp Hospital, which is where I currently work. I worked there for about a year and a half when I left and went to nursing school. Worked at another long-term care facility as a nurse, and now I'm back at Sharp Hospital, and I love it. Which you guys know my funny stories and stuff like that from there. So pretty much takes me up today. I have a great group of friends. I really don't have friends anymore. They're all pretty much my family. Ernie and I went to school together. He was a grade ahead of me. We never really talked a whole lot in school, but I seen him on Facebook one day. I'm like, hey, I know you, and we got talking and stuff like that, and we kind of hit it off, and we've been really good friends since. His wife is amazing. I've been to their house. They've both been to mine. But schedules and stuff like that. It's hard to hang out with people.
Yeah, it's a little easier-ish now since her schedule. She's just at the house now, Monday through Friday.
Is she staying with Vic? Is this what you're doing?
Yes, Monday through Friday she takes care of her aunt.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
So, is there anything about that my whole life story that you didn't know, Brandon?
I didn't know he was born in Virginia Beach.
Yep. I was born in Virginia Beach, and I'll honestly say that if I've seen the beach, I do not recall it. So I'm really excited to go in June. And if I had a bigger vehicle, Brandon would be coming with me. But there's 4 people in my Jeep, and I don't think we'll be able to fit Brandon, even though he's like a freaking twig.
But he's freaking tall.
I know you don't like water.
I feel in the ocean. Doesn't help.
Yeah, Brandon is afraid of water, but I did get him to swim with me
in the ocean
with sharks.
Yep.
Because I really think sharks bark.
Whatever. It's a dog shark.
But yeah, so we're just gonna make this episode about me. I have one of my best friends and one of my favorite nephews. My oldest. I'll hit you. It's like a Tom Nathaniel. I hit you out of love. No, really, abuse is bad. Between the episode we recorded before and this episode, me and Brandon were wrestling around up in the living room.
That's wrong.
What?
Sounds wrong.
We were wrestling. We weren't okay, listen. I'm the one with the perverted mind. You're 14. You're not supposed to be perverted. You're supposed to keep the thing and all that to yourself. He's knocking on his kitchen chest.
No one's home.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Go away.
I hate when people look over my shoulder like there's somebody behind me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you that hard.
Oh, my right ear's ringing.
Oh, yeah, that is right. That's one thing nursing has done. It has screwed up my right and left because when I look at you, my left is your right and my right is your left.
In gym class, when people have the guy that does stretches, when he does the left hand, everybody goes, I'm the only one doing
it's the same thing. I get jumbled up on where my organs are at because, in my head, I'm looking at you, but when I try to figure them out of my own body, I'm like, wait. But,
where's my
okay, the heart's easy.
Where's my lung at? Where's it?
my test? Where's my small test?
Okay, so the fact that they named all the organs that are in the middle of your body, but I'm talking
Oh,
gallbladder, appendix, liver, spleen, kidneys are back here.
The back.
They're right here, but they're easy to get through in the back. But anyway, and there was one on each side.
Just like your lung.
2 kidneys.
Really?
Yes.
I thought he had only 3.
3.
3.
Oh, Lord help me. But yeah, going back to my friends, like I said, I consider them all family. Brandon's mom, Sharon, me and her became really close. She graduated before I got to the high school, and I became really close with both of her boys and stuff like that. And I'd like to think they think of me as their uncle because they are my nephews. Am I your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third
He's only telling me that because,
third uncle.
Oh, yeah. But I'm the favorite. You're supposed to say yes, Michael. You are my favorite. But, yeah, Brandon, Elijah, Nathaniel, Kirsten. I have a long list of all of them. But yeah, get on our Facebook page. Send us a message on Anchor. Send me a message privately, Ernie message privately. Tell me some of your life experiences because we enjoy every week coming and talking to you guys about anything and everything. That's why topic shuffle. We don't want to stick to just one thing. Because I don't know about you guys, but if I do the same thing over and over and over again, I get really bored and I just want to give up on it. So that's why we want to expand this. And I'll say Brandon will probably join us for a lot more episodes because I think he's having fun. And I don't know if he likes to record, if he just wants to hang out with me, but both. Okay.
Still helps.
So, but yeah. And it's nice to have, a younger perspective on things, especially with the whole COVID thing at school and stuff like that. It's a viewpoint that me and Ernie can't really have because neither of us have kids. We're not dealing with that thing. Hopefully soon, within this year, I'll be able to be a foster parent. So I know technically since you're my nephew would be your cousin, but I'm still going to consider you Uncle Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
So, but which is a possibility that I'll have a kid your age too. So, but that's one of the reasons why I want to be a foster parent because there's so many kids out there that don't have stable homes and stuff like that. So, for people who can't have kids, for single people who, want to feel the love and joy and stuff like that, reach out to, I'm going through a program called NECO Fostering here in West Virginia, and I think they serve Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, I think. They're a great program, a great group of people work up there. They're very thorough and stuff like that. Trainings are, I'm not going to say they're intense, but they're not easy either. There's a lot of information. There's homework. There's additional classes. I got to do my homework. Classes are once a week for about 3 hours for about 9 weeks. But, with me being 30 and stuff like that, I want a kid. I know Ernie kind of feels has the same kind of viewpoint as,
Yeah.
We're getting older. Ernie's older than me, but
You just called me old.
I call myself old. I say you're a little older. You'll get to us one day, and
I mean, 15 years.
I'll be 45 when you're 30. That's actually 45 is not that old. It really isn't.
Oh, yes and no.
My grandfather's 65 today.
Oh, happy birthday to your grandpa. I can't remember what his name is.
I call him Papa. His right name is Bruce.
Bruce, that's it. Yeah, Bruce and Jan, which those two people are amazing people.
And everybody's grandfather and grandmother.
We're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back. 5 minutes for us, 5 seconds for you. All right, be back soon.
See ya.
Hey, if you all haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Hell, this is how I'm making this podcast right now. It's free. That's the best part about it. Creation tools that allow you to record from your phone or laptop or almost any mobile device. It'll distribute your podcast for you, Spotify, Apple, and so much more. And best of all, you can get paid for it. Make money from a podcast with no minimum membership. Hell, probably even if you have none until you get a following, but it's free. That's all I can say about it. It's the best.
Hey guys, welcome back to our extremely short break. before we take a break, we're talking about